your Rusame reader, Crow Song, and today I will be reading to you from Royal Guard by Muriel Wright. Now, on to Chapter 10, Aftermath. The sun peeked through the windows, illuminating the room. The lingering scent of wine still remained, even though it was only a little. One slept on the bed, and the other had already stood up. They fixed their outfit while yawning. Russia did not get any sleep last night. His hips were sore due to not moving the entire night. All he wanted to do right now was stretch his limbs. America peacefully laid on the bed without a noise. His eyes were still quite sore from crying last night, but it was hardly noticeable in the first place. Slowly, the other boy's eyes fluttered open. His eyelashes parted as he gained consciousness. "Good morning." He rubbed his eyes, facing the standing country. "What happened last night?" the American asked, eyes half-lidded, and he was still quite sleepy. Suddenly, the hangover hit him like a train. "Shit, my head hurts like hell. Did I get drunk last night?" "Yes." "Did I do anything?" he asked, a little worried. The tricolored country thought for a quick second before answering. "No. You only mumbled a few unimportant things and fell asleep." He lied. The guard wouldn't want the prince to get embarrassed. Okay then," the other answered, still a little suspicious. As the hangover went on for a while, he could only remember bits of last night. He remembered getting drunk and asking to move to the bed. A sudden image of him holding on to something flashed in his mind. His whole face turned red. "I hugged you and ordered you to stay in bed with me last night, didn't I?" The guard replied without a moment's pause. "Yes." "This is why I hate drunk me." America massaged his temples. His hangover was still pretty bad. "I believe it's time for breakfast." Russia took out his pocket watch and scanned the time. The prince's eyebrows twitched at the sight of the pocket watch. "Right, of course," he said begrudgingly and got off the bed. "Yikes, my arms are sore." The American then stretched his arms in a circular motion as he placed the other hand on his shoulder. "Still thinking of last night?" "Aw, don't tell me you actually enjoyed it," America teased jokingly when he saw the Russian's blank and serious expression. "It is my duty to fulfill any order you have for me. Whether or not I enjoy it is not important." Russia noticed his face growing warmer, but the other country saw nothing but a blank expression. "Tch." The prince clicked his tongue and narrowed his eyes a little. "Okay, then, let's leave." In the dining room, he couldn't even focus on the food due to his hangover. The first thing the prince noticed was 2 extra people in the dining room. "Prince Germany and Poland," he greeted them while also pointing out who they were. "Prince America," they both greeted in return. The American prince sat down with his head facing downwards while resting on his palm. "America, what's wrong?" his mother worriedly asked her son. "Nothing, just a hangover," he replied as nonchalantly as he possibly could. "Oh, so you were drinking last night?" Britain's voice cut in. It was a mixture of curiosity and disappointment. Yes, I was, Dad. Is that so wrong? The prince raised his head a little so his darker blue eye was visible. I was trying to find you the entire night. Not my fault you wasted your time, he internally shrugged. America simply didn't have any energy to actually move his arms. Never mind. Anyway, Germany and Poland here were about to head home when their carriage broke down, so they'll be here to stay for a few days until their ride is mended. His father tried to explain. America had the expression of, "Yep, I'm listening, but I don't care," in his one visible eye. Forgive us for intruding. Germany did a slight bow that seemed quite familiar. It's completely fine. Neighboring kingdoms should help each other, no? By the end of breakfast, he was completely drained, but then he saw a familiar tall man, and his spirits were somehow lifted. Hey, hey! America skipped over to the other. They both walked side by side together as they neared another corner. Germany and Poland also turned the corner. Hello, Prince. Germany waved at the other prince. Hey, Germs. It was a nickname America had made up for Germany back when they were younger. Hey, Russia. Germany nonchalantly walked up to the Russian and gave him a hug. America stood to the side in disbelief. He felt pain in his heart, but he couldn't explain it. Hello, Germany. Russia greeted as well. The thing America noticed was that Russia didn't use honorifics like how he usually addressed the American prince. This only made the pain in his heart increase. He bit his bottom lip and forced a smile. Germany, I'm working right now, Russia said with a blank expression and the usual monotone voice. Right, sorry. Germany let go and went back to Poland's side. You two know each other? America asked curiously, but with a hint of annoyance in his tone. Germany was known as the Smart Prince. He was cunning and fairly good-looking as well. On the other hand, Poland was not a prince nor royal. It was unclear what relationship they have, but it was said that Germany tutors the young Polish man. Poland had a long and large scar on the top right of his head. It extended to the tip of his eyelids. It was quite the gruesome scar. The Polish man was good-looking as well, but in a different way. I guess you could say we're pretty close. A smirk appeared on the German's face. Oh, okay. We're gonna leave now. Bye-bye, Prince Germany. America practically forcefully tugged the Russian's uniform to make him move faster. An annoyed expression appeared on the American's face that he couldn't suppress no matter how hard he tried to smile. The prince had already been quite good at hiding his emotions for all of these years. He plastered a fake smile even when he knew the rumors. He never had trouble until now for some reason. As the weight on his chest grew heavier, he didn't know where he was dragging the two of them. Prince, where are we going? The Russian asked, confused, as he followed wherever the prince dragged him. Let's go to the stables, the prince replied hurriedly. His voice was a mixture of annoyance and sweetness. Russia couldn't help but let his cheeks turn a slight shade of pink as they both trudged off to where the stables were, while one was walking in a hurried manner. And that is the end of this chapter. I hope you've enjoyed. I don't really have much to tell y'all at the end of this one. All I can say is please join us on the Discord. I apologize for the section called Baby's First Dead Dove. You don't want to know what that is. It's mentioned in the rules, and if you see the first fic and that was posted in fanfiction, that is what we're talking about. And I'm sorry if you've read it. It killed me and my friend on call, and we try to read 2 chapters a day because we just want to get it over with, but it's painful. We tend to not talk about it much on the Discord, so don't worry, you'll be fine. It's one of those things where you start it and you can't stop until you see it through. So we're seeing it through, and once it's over, it'll probably be mentioned as just the thing we don't like. Oh, also, there are some rules on the Discord. There aren't really too many. Just don't mention the baby's first dead dove, and, unless you're on the channel for it, or in the fanfiction chat, because sometimes we talk about it there. We try not to. Because that's for, fanfic recommendations, or I found this weird thing here. And no, fanfiction does not have to be dedicated to Rusame or anything like that. Just post whatever you want there. Anyway, you have a nice day, night, or whatever time it is for you. I hope to see you tomorrow.